Welcome to the final episode of our Western Swing 2024. In this episode, we ride 2,000 miles across the northern United States en route back to Ontario. Along the way, we experience Big Sky Country, visit an incredible state park, and then ride along the north shore of Lake Superior. Join me on this beautiful commute home. Hello friends, Tiger Coward here. Welcome to the final episode of our Western Swing. All good things have to come to an end, and unfortunately this trip did. This episode starts with us leaving from Red Lodge, Montana, where we're still on a high from riding the Beartooth Pass, and then we ride all the way back to Ontario. 2,000 miles with some beautiful scenery. Join me. I hope you like it. Yesterday we rode the most amazing route ever, the Beartooth Pass. The end of this ride was in super cool Red Lodge, Montana. This town is so cool that next time I ride the Beartooth Pass, I'm going to start right here. Then I'll ride to Cook City for lunch and head back to Red Lodge for a second night. Before I come too invested in next time, I'm going to revel in the glorious sunshine with the mountains at our back and the prairies ahead of us. It's not surprising that they call this Big Sky Country. Just look at what we're seeing along Montana Highway 200.
Canyon fever, trying to strike gold. Wonder if this horse will ever make it home. Canyon fever when the nights grow cold and the longer days crawl deep inside your bones.
We traveled for 4 hours on Highway 200 until we reached the town of Glendive. Unfortunately, we couldn't find camping there, so we headed to Makoshika State Park to see if we could stake our tents there. Makoshika State Park is a mixture of Badlands and pine-studded hills, and I really wish we had more time to explore this beauty. We arrived after the visitor center had closed, so we toured around looking for one of the amazing campsites in this park. Unfortunately, there were none to be had, but we did get a great ride through this beautiful landscape. This is Montana's largest state park with over 11,000 acres of Badlands. Makoshika is also a world-class fossil bed and a place of incredible scientific importance, especially to paleontologists. These Badlands are part of the celebrated Hell Creek Formation, famed worldwide as one of the richest caches of dinosaur fossils on the planet. Fossils are routinely recovered from here, including the most popular dinosaurs like the Triceratops and the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Sadly, we couldn't stay and we were soon heading east on I-94 to a cheap motel in Webo, Montana. All was not lost because we had an amazing dinner at the Beaver Creek Brewery. If you're ever in this part of the world, this is the place to stop. Their homemade root beer is to die for. The next day we traveled across North Dakota. Here are the highlights. Soon enough we were back in more familiar surroundings of Minnesota, the most Canadian of all the United States. Minnesota is strikingly similar to Ontario, and we felt like we were home. At this point, we were down to 3, WT, Spike, and I. Muzzy had already gone home because he was feeling sick. The camping at the municipal campsite in the lovely town of Grand Marais was brilliant. Situated right on the shores of Lake Superior, the location is incredible and the people are super friendly.
Drag these chains, keep pulling them slowly closer to the grave. I
We soon crossed back into Canada under bright sunshine. Breakfast was procured in Thunder Bay, and our next stop was the Lookout Tower in the charming village of Nipigon. This is where the magic of Highway 17 begins. The stretch between Nipigon and Sault Ste. Marie is one of my favorite highways anywhere in the world. I'm privileged that I've ridden this road several times in the past few years, and it never gets old. I love the vast expanse of trees, the Canadian Shield, and the sparkling blue of Lake Superior. I dream of living here one day. That evening there was bloodletting at Naze Provincial Park. After being in the bug-free West, it was a shock to be back to the evil mosquitoes of Ontario. I still have PTSD over that night, so I'll leave it there. The next morning was beautiful, and we had breakfast in the ugly town of Marathon. There's very little to do here, so we were quickly back on beautiful Highway 17. Then we wound our way south past extraordinary vistas.
This burden weighs a ton. Always thought that I'd die young. Hearing the echoes.
We rode 350 kilometers, about 220 miles, without stopping all the way to the world-famous Voyageurs Lodge and Cookhouse. They have a gas station there, and the food and coffee are excellent. This is a stop I always make, and I suggest that you do too. Continuing south, we reach the bridge over the Goulet River. This is a significant milestone for me when I'm traveling on Highway 17. On my way north, I consider it the beginning of the vacation, and conversely, on the way home, it represents the end. The next morning, our last on this trip, was sad because we were saying goodbye to Spike as he headed east to Montreal. WT and I headed south to Manitoulin Island to catch the chi-cheemaun. We had a wonderful ride across the island to catch the ferry, and a great crossing to Tobermory. I always loved riding the ferry on the way home. The bikers all seem to congregate in the cafeteria and swap bike and travel stories. It's a nice way to cushion the sadness of ending the journey. I had one more highlight in store for me as the vacation ended. In Wyerton, I met Craig Ripley of the YouTube channel Living Off the Slab. I'm a big fan of Craig's, and you should check him out if you haven't already. We were joined by Greg, a biker I'd met on the ferry. We had a nice visit, too short, but we were heading in different directions and too soon we said our goodbyes. I was home 90 minutes later. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed the series. But before you go, I want to hear from you. Share your own adventures in the comments below. And be sure to check out my other travel videos for other adventures. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the road. Go forth with an open mind, and most importantly an open heart. And remember, self-care is not selfish. Hey friends, looking for a cool t-shirt? Then check out my Tiger Coward t-shirt shop for some great deals. Follow the QR code on the screen or click on the link in the video description. Well, if you're still here, you must have liked what you saw. So please hit like and subscribe. And do me a favor, leave a comment and share it with a friend. It doesn't cost you anything, but it makes a big difference to my little channel. Thanks, and stay tuned for our next adventure. We travel to the most remote place in North America that you can reach by road, the end of the Trans-Taiga Road. See you on the next video.